So my grandmother passed in August. Oh, sorry. My grandmother passed August 2020. I applied for succession with Brent Council in November 2020, and I received no response. They proceeded with possession hearing. During the possession hearing, they stated not to know my name, know who I was, any of my circumstances, because they would have known that I have a mobility issue, so I'm currently disabled. And they said they claimed rent arrears, but on their actual particulars of claim, they didn't tick the rent arrears box, and they also stated that it was non-applicable. So all of this is like conflicting evidence. So they got possession. They came with a writ of possession on the 8th of June. The writ that they came to the door with does not match the writ that is on copy with the district. It said it was issued by the London Borough of Brent. So we are here today. I filed an emergency injunction on the 28th of July. I'm not sure if this is to do with the emergency injunction, because I received an email yesterday from Fabian Peter, in-house solicitor for Brent Council, and he has stated he's given me the costs for this actual court case, which I actually brought into court. So it's not really making sense. So this is what we're here for today. So we want them to process my November 2020 succession claim. So hopefully we can get that done today.
Brilliant. Can I just ask you one question? Have you been paying rent anyway?
Yes, I've been paying
You've been
rent.
paying rent. So
I've given them to access the annual gas checks. So they knew who I was. I signed them myself.
Okay.
So they knew I was in the residence. I've paid rent since my grandmother passed. I've been paying rent up until the lawful eviction.
Brilliant. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for letting us know what's going on. Is there anything else you'd like to add as well? Because we're here, Campaign for Truth and Justice are here to support the international Uhuru and the London branch as well. So we've come here to support you today. So yeah, is there anything else you'd like to add?
I also have a Twitter page that I will be updating as the case goes along. That is a capital C underscore capital N IAH 77. So that's again capital C underscore capital N IAH 77.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
So how long have you lived there?
I have been living with my gran since 2017. She was decanted from her previous address to the address which I was evicted from, unlawfully evicted from. And I was at that residence from April 2019 until the 8th of June 2023.
Yeah. So as you can see, for us it's clear. That's what we say. Gentrification is what? It's colonialism. That's what we say. Gentrification is colonialism. And that's what black people, African people need to fight against. We need to fight against colonialism. The power the colonizers have upon us. That's the problem. The problem is the question of power. If we have power, there will be no black homeless on the street at all, whatsoever. We don't have power, and that's what we need to organize, mobilize, and stop the colonizers having power over us. And people need to know gentrification is being used to solve the problems of, the colonizers have decided not to build enough homes, affordable homes, social housing.
Not affordable, never affordable. It's always social rented housing, okay? Because affordable is not affordable to no one.
That's true. That's a term they use, but that's true. If you
don't use that term, please, brother.
We need to communicate clear so people understand basically what we're saying. Because everyone knows that paying the rent is very expensive. So they have not been building those social housing.
Yep.
And if you read the local newspapers, they'll tell you the waiting time for a 3 and a 4-bedroom house in Brent is 17 years. When I read it, I thought it was a mistake in the newspaper. So I Googled to see if other newspapers are saying the same thing. So it's between 10 and 17 years. So most consistent was 17 years. So just think, someone who was 17 years. Yeah. So that's unbelievable. So how to solve the problem? Since they're not building social housing, how they solve that problem? Get the black people out. Bring the upper or the middle class, the colonizers in. That's what they're doing. Simple. In Lambeth, in Southwark, in Newham, in the Brent,
in
Lewisham, all those places. That's what they're doing. They're solving the problems at our expenses. And we're going to stop it. And it's not an individual problem. It's no Sistar Chenniah problem. It's the black people's problem. So we have to begin to collectivize all our problems and fight together, win together. You know, because we are so much caught into individual success. We're not against that, but collective success guarantees individual success, right? But individual success does not guarantee collective success. And that's what we need to do. We need to do that, but we need to organize, mobilize. There should be demonstration in London every day by black people. Every single day against imprisonment of black people, black youth being in jails, about the school don't teach us who we are and things like that, about lack of economic development, because you know the money that's being paid to the war in Ukraine, that's the money that should go to the black community. They go to the black people. You know, why you want to go to war in Ukraine?
Okay, so we've had an adjournment, so we have time to find legal aid and also look over the particulars that the solicitor had sent over a day before the hearing. So that's what we're doing now, and I'm glad for all the support and everyone that has come out for me. This needs to be put out more because I know other people are dealing with the same issues. I think I've met a few people today who are dealing with the same issues, and we all need to speak out about it, and we all need to unite and fight this.
Yeah, well done, well done.
I just want to say, first of all, to thank everyone, and particularly the brothers and sisters from the Campaign for Justice for coming up, because our numbers really counts.
Yeah.
And the outcome of today is a response to that. If you deal with them as an individual, you cannot win the state.
Right.
It's not an individual. It doesn't matter how smart you are. This is thousands of people are paid to keep black people as colonized people.
Yeah.
So it's not an individual struggle, it's a people struggle. So
Well,
we are glad to see everyone coming out.
Yeah.
And as you also witness, our people are so beaten down, so attacked every day. You can't blame them of losing faith in the system.
Yeah.
That's what you hear people say, I don't want to hear anything about the lawyers or things like that, because our experience tells us our children, when they go to those courts, most of the lawyers work against them. So the parents have internalized that.
Yeah.
But it's a new day now. You know, we know we've got people with skills in our community. We want to win everybody who has skills. You know, and if you don't have skills, those who have skills have the duty to train others. So we can come here, organize, having people to deal with every day.
Give thanks, brother. Give thanks, brother. So, cool. What do you think of the outcome today?
Well, I think the Empress handled herself
She
very,
did.
very well.
She did.
And succeeded in having the matter adjourned so that not only can she seek legal assistance, she's been given an assurance that her property will not be interfered with. That's the contents of her home. And I wasn't aware that he had already been evicted, because maybe we could have considered a seizure already, yeah. So, but the outcome is that the matter has been adjourned, and that will give us an opportunity to review the
absolutely
defense statement and so on.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Give
So
thanks.
well done to everyone. Once again, I'm extremely proud of CTJ.
And, all our members, they turned up, and our beautiful drummers. Yeah, our
Indeed.
beautiful drummers.
Actually,
I was going to say something, but I won't. I'm going to leave it right there.
Good.
So now give thanks because we felt the vibration in there.
Absolutely.
The housing officer and the solicitor, they're sitting on the top floor. They're looking down. All right.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. So
Yes,
they
that's
stopped
right.
talking when they saw me. I wonder why. But anyway, I just want to give thanks to you again. All right. More love.